Hello, second graders. Welcome to our new math lesson. We are in topic 6. Today's lesson, lesson 5. We're going to have extra practice for subtracting that we have been learning in this topic using different strategies. Let's see what we have. That's in your book, page 253.
Find 82 minus 56. Use any strategy you have learned or your own strategy. Show your work. Explain why your strategy works.
So for this one, we can use anything. You can use number line, open number line, you can use break apart, or even partial subtraction, the one we have it 2 lessons ago, partial difference. And so let's see the video and let's see which strategy we would like to use.
Find 72 minus 24. One way starts with drawing blocks to show 72. Regroup and subtract. You can record partial differences. First, take away 2. There are 7 tens or 70 left. 72 minus 2 equals 70. Then regroup 1 10 as 10 ones. Now there are 6 tens and 10 ones. How many ones are left to take away? Select your answer.
All right, if we see this first, we regroup the tens and we took the 2 ones from 4. We break 4 to 2. So 2 take away 2, that would be 0. So 72 minus 2 equals 2. Now 4 is not 4 anymore because I subtracted 2. There are 2 left.
There are 4 ones in 24. You took away 2. Take away the remaining 2 ones. 70 minus 2 equals 68. Lastly, take away the 2 tens or 20. There are now 4 tens and 8 ones left. 68 minus 20 equals 48. So 72 minus 24 equals 48.
Right.
Another way begins with breaking apart 24. Break 24 into tens and ones. 24 equals 20 plus 4. Next, think about how to break apart 4. Break 4 into 2 and 2. Why break up 4 this way?
Because we see that the ones here are 2, so it's for me easy to subtract.
72 has 2 ones. It is easy to subtract 2 from 72. Now, subtract and record partial differences. First, subtract the tens. 72 minus 20 equals 52. Then subtract the ones. 52 minus 2 equals 50. 50 minus 2 equals 48. So 72 minus 24 equals 48. Why do these subtraction strategies work?
Because the partial differences works, so the ones and the tens you subtract equals 24. So if the number you subtract, it's that number that you have it before.
Partial differences work because the ones and tens you subtract equal 24, the number you are subtracting.
So if you look at it, the 2, if you add them together, give you 4, which is 24. And this is the second addend in my equation to subtract. All right. So over here, you can use any strategies to that helpful for you, or you think it's easy. So you can use the blocks, or you can even use the open number line. Over here, they also use regrouping if you want to subtract, or partial differences. Let's see the guided practice, page 254. All right, use any strategy to subtract. Show your work, draw blocks if needed. Explain why these strategies work. So any strategy you like, we will be using it. And that's at the end, you need to have that right difference or the right answer. So let's see what we have here. 67 minus 39. So what we start, we use compensation here. So what we did, we added 1 to the 39 to make it 40, because I know it's easy to subtract when you have 0. So this is what we had it before. It's easy to subtract 40, but you have to add the 1 to the difference, remember, because when you have, remember when we had it for addition, if you add it to the first addend, you have to remove it from the second addend. So you don't forget to do that. So that this style or this way, we use the compensation. We can also use regrouping, like you draw your blocks. Let's use this for the second one. So 78 minus 42. So 78 means 7 tenths. So we can use 7 tenths. 3, 4, 5, 6. Put one more here, 7. And then we have the ones. But as I look at here, I don't need to regroup. So this is for me easily. I can just do mental math. 8 take away 2, since my first addend here bigger than the first addend, the ones here in the first addend bigger than the ones in the second addend. But if I want to do it this way, I still can do, and I cross the tens and I remove, subtract the ones. So let's do it. I will take away, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7. So let me use different color. Take away 4 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's leave me with 3 tens. And 8 take away 2 equals 6. So that's be 3 tens means 30. And 8 minus 2 equals 6. So for this one, it was simple. I don't need to regroup. I just took away the tens, and then it was easy for me to subtract the ones. So sometimes you get it like that. Sometimes you need to use a compensation or use break apart. So let's go to the first exercise in page 253.
Find 82 minus 56. Use any strategy you have learned or your own strategy. Show your work. Explain why your strategy works.
So we can have, let's write it down. 82 minus 56 equal. So for this style or this way, I'm going to use break apart. So I'm going to say 82 minus 56. I'm going to go down. I'm going to say 50. I'm going to break the 56 to 50 and 6. All right. I can also go down and I break the 6 to 2 and 4. Why I chose 2 and 4? Because I know I have 82. I can easily deduct or subtract 2. So this is how I did. And then the 6, I break it apart to 2 and 4. All right. So let me write this down. 82 minus 50. Okay, so I have 8 tenths, take away 5, that's 3 tenths, and my 2 remain the same. Then I go down, I take away the 2, leave me with 30, and I know that I have 4, so minus 4 equal 26. So let me put it here. Now let me put my line. So now this is minus 2. Now 32 minus 2, I get 30. Then 30 minus 4 equals 26. So 82 minus 56 equals 26. So I'm going to write here 26. And I'll put it here. So for this, I used the break apart, and I use also my side to put all the answer. I break the 82, I have it as it is, 56, I break it to 50 and 6, and then I broke the 6 to 2 and 4. Why 2 and 4? Because I know it's 82, so I have 2. That's easy for me to subtract. All right, so that was extra practicing for topic 6, lesson 5, subtracting two-digit number. So I'll leave you with the rest of your activity, page 255 and 256. That's it for today's lesson, second graders. Thank you. Hello, second graders. Welcome to a new math lesson. We're still in topic 6. Today's lesson number 6, solving one-step and two-step problems. So let's see what we have. Please open your book, page 257.
Trevor made 20 apple muffins for the bake sale. Ryan made 15 banana muffins. They sold 23 muffins in all. How many muffins are left to sell? Solve any way you choose. Show your work.
All right. For this question, there is hidden information. We need to find first how many both Trevor and Ryan made, how many cookies or muffins they baked, and then we're gonna see how many they sold to see what's how many left. So we need more than one step, and that's what we talk about, solving one step and then the second step. So it's not just addition or subtraction, it's like we have to do something in order to get the answer. So we need to have some information that it's hidden, we're gonna get it, and then we continue. So let's watch our video.
Some students are in the gym. 13 students leave. Now there are 15 students in the gym. How many students were in the gym at the start? What is happening in the story? What are you asked to find? What information are you given? You are asked to find the number of students in the gym before 13 students left. You are given how many students left the gym and how many students are there now. Do you need more information, or can you solve the problem now?
All right.
You do not need more information. You can solve this problem in one step using the information you have. You can write an equation. First, think about what you need to find. How many students were in the gym at the start?
You can use a question mark to stand for the unknown.
Which part of the equation represents the students who are still in the gym?
Mhm.
The 15 represents the students who are still in the gym. The question mark represents the number of students who were in the gym at the start. You can also use a bar diagram to show the parts and the whole. How does a bar diagram help you?
Okay.
The bar diagram shows what you need to find.
As you see, for the bar diagrams, we have the two added and we need that missing information. Explain it to you.
And what information you already have. It helps you work out which operation you need to use to solve the problem. It shows how the numbers are related. You can add to solve this problem. Why can you add to solve it?
Because we need the total, the sum.
You know the two parts, 13 and 15, and you need to find the whole or total. You add the two parts to find the whole or total. Add the tens, then add the ones. The sum is 28. So 28 students were in the gym at the start. Now you know how to use models and equations to solve word problems.
All right, so let's go back to page 257 and let's see how can we solve this problem.
Trevor made 20 apple muffins for the bake sale. Ryan made 15 banana muffins. They sold 23 muffins in all. How many muffins are left to sell? Solve any way you choose. Show your work.
So first, I need to find the total, how many muffins both boys bake together. So I'm gonna add the 20 that Trevor baked plus the 15 that Ryan baked. Now I know it's easy to add 20 plus 15, that's 35. So both baked 35 muffins. Okay, what's the next part? They sold 23. So now I know that total muffins are 35 minus 23, that the numbers of muffins that they sold. If I subtract that, I will find out how many they have left. So 35 minus 23 equals 12. I don't need to regroup. That's an easy subtraction equation for me. So they have 12 muffins left. And you can write that there are 12 muffins left with them. So for this problem, I needed to do two steps. I need to find the total and then subtract what they sold to find how many muffins are left with them. All right, so let's go to our guided practice. To see the example we have. All right. Kyle's goal, solve the problem, show your work. Kyle's goal is to walk her dog 50 blocks on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Friday, she walked 16 blocks. On Saturday, she walked 18 blocks. How many blocks does she need to walk on Sunday? So her goal, 50 blocks. So we know that she walked her dog 16 blocks on Friday and 18 on Saturday. I need to find how many blocks she walked her dog. So what I'm gonna do, so we have two steps. First step, I'm gonna add the number of blocks that she walked her dogs for the 2 days that we have. for Friday and Saturday, which is 16 and 18. Where 16 plus 18 equals 34. That's the number of the blocks that she walked her dog for 2 days. Now I need to know how many blocks does she need to walk on Sunday in order to reach her goal. So I know the goal is 50, or the whole is 50, minus what we have now, 34. So the difference 16. That's mean Kyla's needs 16. She needs to take her dog for 16 blocks in order to reach her goal, the 50 blocks. So she needs to walk her dog, or her goal for the walking on Sunday. So she needs to walk 16 blocks. All right. So for this one, we needed to do 2 steps. We need to add first to find the total, and subtract to see how many left she has to do. So let's do one more from the independent practice. Let's see number 2. Use a bar diagram to solve each problem. Show your work. Some balls are in the closet. Mr. Thomas takes out 15 balls for class. Now there are 56 balls in the closet. How many balls were in the closet in the beginning? So what we have, we know that the 2 parts we have, he took 15 and now there's 56. So how many that they have first? So let's put this information in our diagram, bar diagram, to help us. So first, they took out 15, and now we have 56. Right? So what's missing? How many balls were in the closet in the beginning before he took the 15th, and with what he have left? That's mean it's one step. We're gonna add the 56 and the 15 to get our missing number. So let's add them. 56 plus 15. So we can add the tens. So we have 5 and 1, 6 tens, so that's 60. And then we're going to add the ones. 5 plus 6 equal 11. So now the total 7 tens and 1 ones. So here's my 2 parts, and that's the total. I add the tens, then I added the ones, and that's the sum or the total. So there were 71 balls. So let's write it here, 71. And that's how they start with. So there were 71 with Mr. Thomas before giving away 15 and left with the 56. All right. So that was it for today. Second graders, I'll leave you with the rest of the activity. All right. Thank you. Hello, second graders. Welcome to a new math lesson. We're still in topic 6, lesson 7 in your book, page 261. So that will be the last lesson for this topic. All right, let's see what we have.
Farmer Davis has 52 chickens. Farmer Phil has 15 fewer chickens. How many chickens does Farmer Phil have? Do you add or subtract to solve this problem? Explain why. Solve. Show your work.
All right. For this lesson, it's reasoning. So you have to find out what do you need to know, what information we have, what information missing. Do we need to add or subtract? So let's see what we have. Then we come back to this page.
"45 beads are in a jar. Jenny uses some beads to make a necklace. Now 17 beads are in the jar. How many beads does Jenny use to make the necklace?" What are you asked to find? What do you already know?
We know that she has 45 beads in the beginning. We know that she used some to do some arts and crafts or necklace, and I know that there is 17 beads left, right?
You are asked to find the number of beads that Jenny uses to make a necklace. You know there were 45 beads in a jar, but Jenny used some, so now there are 17 beads in the jar. How can you use reasoning to solve this problem? You can think about how the numbers are related. 45 minus equals 17. A bar diagram can show this.
The bar diagram and equation show how the numbers relate.
How does the bar diagram show how the numbers are related?
We know that we know
What amount can you
whole.
subtract to find the missing part? Select your answer.
All right, so we know that we have the whole number. We know that we have one part and we are missing the second part. So now, what amount can you subtract to find the missing part? So we need to select the answer. The part you know, so we subtract the part we know from the whole, or we subtract the whole. Of course, we subtract the part we know.
You know the whole, so you can subtract the part you know to find the missing part. First, subtract the tens. Then, subtract the ones. Break 7 into 5 and 2. 45 minus 17 equals 28 beads. Now you know how to reason about word problems, and you know how to use bar diagrams and equations to solve them.
All right, so for this lesson, we're not doing anything new. It's just you need to figure out what we're going to do. Are we adding or subtracting? And when we subtract or we add, what are we adding or what we subtracting? So for this, when we subtract, I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for one part. So I know that I need to subtract because I have a whole. I have one part. I have to find the missing part. And then after that will be the regular equation like subtraction, like what we did before. All right, so let's go and see some guided practice. Page 262. All right, let's see what we have. Reason about the numbers in each problem. Complete the bar diagram and write an equation to solve. Show your work. So we're going to be using the bar diagram, which is easier for us because I know which information is missing, what information we have, and then we know what we're going to do. So let's see. Wendy had 38 cents to spend on a snack. She buys an apple that costs 22 cents. How many cents does Wendy have left? So I know that total she had 38. That's what she has to spend. She spent only 22. Now she needs to find how many left. So she knows that she needs to spend this amount. So we have one part, we have the whole, and we have a missing part. So I know for this, that means we need to subtract. So 38 minus 22. We can go for 38 minus 22. Over here, we don't need to regroup or anything. So what we have, I know that 3 take away 3 tens, take away 2 tens, that means 1, leave me with 1 10. And then 8 ones take away 2 equals 6. So she has 16 cents to spend. So that was easy. I put all the information I know. I used the bar diagram, and now, and when I looked at it, I knew what's missing. Do I need to add to get the total or the whole? Or I have the whole and I'm looking for a missing part. Let's see number 2. Joe has 46 crayons. Tamilia has 18 more crayons than Joe. How many crayons does Tamilia have? So I know that Joe has 46. That's one part. And then Tamilia has 18 more than him. So we need to know the total. So what we're gonna do, I know that I have the 2 parts. I'm looking for the whole. So let's write it down. So I know that we have 46 and we have 18. Down. I'm now looking from the up there. I want to see the total of the whole. So I'm gonna add them. 46 plus 18. Equal. All right, let me put this here. All right. So now I can just easily add my 2-digit number and put my answer here. So that the total will be adding the 2 parts to get my total. So 46 plus 18 equals, let me write it up here, equal 64. For your addition, you can use any strategy you like. You can use your 100 chart, you can use your open number line. Right? Okay, so let's go back to our first exercise and see what we have here.
Farmer Davis has 52 chickens. Farmer Phil has 15 fewer chickens. How many chickens does Farmer Phil have? Do you add or subtract to solve this problem? Explain why. Solve. Show your work.
All right. All right. So what we're gonna do, we know that Farmer Davis has 52. Farmer Phil has 15 fewer. So how many chickens does Farmer Phil have? So I know for this, we're gonna subtract 52. That's what Farmer Davis had, minus what Farmer Phil has, fewer, 15. So I can find out how many chicken they have. So equal. All right. So we can break apart. So we're going to say 52 minus 110, and 15 is 110, so minus 10 equals, and I'm going to put my answer 42. Then I'm going to go down. I'm going to break my 5 to 2 and 3. Why? Because I have 2 in my ones here, so 42 minus 2 equals 40. And now I have 3 left, because I know that I broke 5 to 2 and 3. Maybe we should come here. Ten and 5, and go down again. Break the 5 to 2 and 3. So now I have 40 minus 3 equals, I know that's easy, 37. All right. So that's mean Farmer Phil has 37 chicken. Okay. We have to explain and we have to show our answer. So let's show that we broke the 15 to 10 and 5. And then I broke apart 5 to 2 and 3. And I subtract 52 minus 10. I get 42. And then the 42, I minus first 2, get 40. Then I took away 3. So that's my answer, 37. All right. So for this lesson, we need to use reasoning. Which strategy are we going to use? Are we adding or subtracting? So that was today's topic, today's last lesson for topic 6, which subtracting within 100. As you remember, we started with subtracting digit number using models, and then we used partial differences. We also practice how to use a couple of steps, like what's the first step and then what's the second step, in order to have our answer. All right, second graders, that was it for today's topics. Thank you.